Welcome to the Explainer. Today, we are popping the hood on the single most complex machine you will ever own, your own body. We're going to map out the incredible, high-speed control system that is running your life every single second, usually without you even realizing it. I mean, just think about the simplest thing, right? Like scratching an itch. It feels totally instant, doesn't it? But behind that one little scratch, there's this massive communication network just firing on all cylinders. Signals zipping between your skin, your spinal cord, and your brain. It is an absolute miracle of engineering, and it all hinges on one system working perfectly. And that system, well, of course, that's your nervous system. You can think of it as your body's main command and communication hub. I mean, it is responsible for literally every single thought you have, every feeling that washes over you, and every single action you take. Now, here's the thing. Even though it's incredibly complex, it's actually organized very, very neatly. It all starts with two main divisions. Think of them like the two main superhighways for all that biological information. So let's dive into those two main parts, the central and the peripheral systems. Understanding how these two work together is really the key to getting the whole picture. Okay, first up, you've got the central nervous system, or CNS for short. This is the big boss, the command center. It's just your brain and your spinal cord, which, run right down the center of you. And notice how it's all encased in bone, your skull, your spine. That alone tells you how incredibly vital this system is. This is the ultimate decision maker. But a command center is useless without information, right? That is where the peripheral nervous system, or PNS, comes into play. This is basically every other nerve in your body, from the tips of your fingers to the tips of your toes. Its whole job is to be that information highway, constantly carrying messages from the body to the command center, and then carrying orders from the command center back out to the body. So you've got the CNS, the central decision maker, and then you've got the PNS, the sprawling network of messengers. The most important thing to get here is that they're in constant contact. You just can't have one without the other. Even something as simple as wiggling your finger needs both of these systems to work together in perfect harmony. All right, so let's zoom in a level deeper. That big peripheral nervous system, that information highway, it has its own lanes, its own divisions. And it really all boils down to one simple question. Are you in control, or is it just happening on its own? So first, we have the somatic nervous system. And here's a great way to remember this one. Soma is the Greek word for body. This system is all about controlling the body parts you choose to move, your voluntary actions. Like walking over to the fridge, talking, or picking up your phone. It's the part you are consciously in charge of. Okay, quick check-in here. Based on what we just said, if something were to mess with the somatic division, what do you think the most direct consequence would be? Just take a second. Exactly. You got it. It would go straight after your ability to make voluntary movements. That is the whole job of the somatic system. It connects your conscious thoughts to your actual muscles. Now, the other branch is the autonomic nervous system. And the key here is right in the name, auto. It's automatic. This is your body's autopilot. It handles all the critical stuff you don't even have to think about. Your heartbeat, your breathing, digestion. It just runs quietly in the background, keeping you alive. So to put it really simply, somatic is voluntary. You control it, it moves your body. Autonomic is involuntary. It's automatic. It runs your organs. Totally different jobs, both absolutely essential, and both running on that same peripheral highway. Okay, now for the really, really cool part. We're going to zoom in one last time, right into that autonomic, that automatic system. Because it turns out, even on autopilot, your body has two very different modes. It's got a gas pedal for emergencies and a brake pedal for when it's time to chill out. So to really get this, let's paint a picture. Imagine you're taking a nice, peaceful walk in the woods. And then, all of a sudden, you look up and you see a bear. Instantly, before you can even process a single thought, your body's alarm system just goes haywire. In that alarm, that is your sympathetic nervous system. It's the famous fight-or-flight response. In a split second, all this stuff happens at once. Your heart starts pounding out of your chest, your breathing gets fast and shallow, your pupils get huge to let it more light, and anything non-essential, like digesting lunch, it just comes to a screeching halt. Your body is preparing you for survival. So what's the whole point of this sudden, dramatic, full-body freakout? What is the sympathetic system actually trying to do here? Well, in that moment, it has one job and one job only: to mobilize every ounce of energy and resource you have for immediate survival. It's getting you ready to either fight that bear or, more likely, run away from it as fast as you possibly can. Okay. Take a deep breath. The bear wanders away. The danger is gone. You can't stay in that red alert state forever. It would completely burn you out. Your body needs a way to calm down, to get back to baseline. And this is the job of the other half of your autonomic system, the parasympathetic system. And the trick to remembering this is just perfect. Para works like a parachute. Its whole purpose is to bring you down gently and safely after the alarm is over. And you can see right here how it's the perfect opposite of the sympathetic system. It's the brakes. Where the heart rate went up, it now goes down. Breathing slows, and digestion, which was put on hold, well, it kicks right back into gear. That's why people call it the rest and digest system. It brings your body back to that calm, balanced state. So now that we've gone all the way down into the details, let's zoom back out and just look at the beautiful, logical structure that you've just learned. Here it is, the whole map. You start with the main nervous system. That splits into the central command center and the peripheral highway. That highway then branches into the part you control, the somatic, and the part you don't, the autonomic. And finally, that automatic system has its two opposing modes, the sympathetic gas pedal and the parasympathetic brake pedal. And just think about that for a second. This entire unbelievably complex orchestra is inside you, conducting the symphony of your life, automatically, right this very moment. It's pretty amazing, right? And understanding how it works, well, that's the first step to really appreciating the incredible machine you get to live in every day.